Jalin, Hendon talked about just the fact that you've been in the facility so much, and Coach Pope talked about that as well. Just talk about how you've adjusted your schedule and just trying to stay here more and to be more involved overall.
Yeah, I had to look back last season on what I did wrong. That was like the biggest thing I had to do. I had to meet with Coach Pope and Coach Burns when he was here, and just try to change everything that I did last season, because obviously it didn't work. So we got back to the planning board. I try to stay consistent and coming in here 24/7. Getting on judge, film, just things like that, just to better myself and better this team.
Just with that going into spring, what's at the top of your priority list to get done and make sure you're good to go this upcoming year?
Yeah, it's two things. Consistency being one, and the second one is just physicality. Those are two, like, the biggest things I have to work on, and that's what I've been trying to do this whole spring camp.
With the physicality, is it just weight room stuff or adjusting the mindset?
It's all of it. Last year I was playing around 164. I wasn't confident in my weight, and when you get on the field in the SEC, there's big guys out there, and that was one thing I had to emphasize, is just getting bigger. So I stayed in, try to eat 6 times a day, just getting my meals in. And right now I'm around 184, but I'm not done yet. My goal is to get to 190 before fall camp. So right now I'm just trying to maintain the 184.
Mike, here in front.
You referenced kind of having conversations about what went wrong last season. Is that hard as a player to sit back and kind of accept that there were things that went wrong or were done wrong?
Yeah, it's for an athlete and just a competitor, when you're not out there with your guys every snap or just things like that, it gets to you. And my confidence wasn't where it was at last year. And Vols, he helped me along. When he took the slot position, he brought me with him. And I was just learning from what he did in this offense. And I was struggling with it last year, and he wasn't. So I had to take a step back, just look at how Vols run his routes. Just a lot of things that he's done here at Tennessee, and that's what I've been trying to do. So, I text Vols every time, show him film, and he's been helping me through this process.
How much more confidence have you seen in Hendon Hooker this spring, and also the connection that you two are able to work with now as well?
Yeah, that was one thing. Right after the Purdue game, I think we were up here, I want to say a week later, and just me and him just running routes one-on-one, just route ball on air, just trying to get the connection between us. I'm very happy what Hook has been doing. He's in here 24/7. Every time I come in here, he's already in here. The process that he's taken from year 1 to year 2 in his offense it surprised me, because he just he wants it very badly. He's aggressive, and that's what I like about him.
Jalin, coaches always talk about they love competition. How much of a factor was it, a motivating factor, that they were bringing in 4 pretty highly rated wide receivers into this group, and there's guys probably trying to take your spot and your snaps?
Here it's Tennessee, so we're gonna get the best guys here. That's just every year. Every time we're out there, it's competition. Nobody has a spot, nobody's comfortable. We're all working to get better. And I'm very proud of the freshman. Squirrel, I try to stay hard on him because he reminds me of myself when he came in, weight-wise and just a lot of physicality things he still needs to work on. But he's going to be a great player. He's getting used to the offense, fast, quick. He's going to be a very good player.
Jalin, when someone comes in as a freshman and makes some of the plays that you were able to make as a freshman, I don't know if complacency is the right word, but is there a part of you that goes like, all right, I've got this, like I'm going to be able to handle this, and this isn't a big deal?
Yeah, year 1, my freshman year, when Coach Pruitt was here and Coach Chaney, I didn't take it as a great year for me. I felt like I could have done better, but it was a good year as far as a freshman year, and I think that's what kind of messed me up for year 2. When we were going throughout that process, when Coach Pruitt got fired and Coach Hype came in, I just got complacent. I wasn't working as hard as I usually work. So this offseason, I never worked as hard as I ever did, and I'm just trying to keep building on that.
Jalin, you kind of talked about the meeting you had with the coaches about trying to change everything. I guess at what point did sort of the switch come on with you where you said, this isn't working, I need to change everything? Was it during the season? Was it after the season? At what point did it kind of, your mindset kind of change?
I would say it was definitely, I was thinking about it during the season, but when you're in season, there's some things you can't do, when you're off season. So, I told myself, right after this season, right after we play our bowl game, I'm coming right back to the facility. And I thank Coach Pope because he was there every day, working with me. It's a process here, and I'm just trying to build on that and just try to get better every day.
Anything else for Jalin? Jake?
We've seen the reaction video of whenever Coach Pope got informed that he was going to be the wide receivers coach. What was that like for you guys, just to be able to celebrate with him and to be able to share that with him now that he's been here a year and you're familiar with him? He
definitely deserves it. I think we knew, when Coach Burns left, it was hard on us because, he's a great coach and the Saints have a great coach. But Coach Pope was there every step of the way. When I was struggling last year, he was there, working with me, trying to get me my confidence back, just trying to do a lot of things for me. And I thank him for that. And when I knew he was going to be the receiver coach, it just made me even more hungrier because, we have a great relationship. He has a great relationship with the teammates here, with my teammates, and I'm just proud to call him my coach.
Eric?
Right here, in the back. Who are some guys on the outside that have stepped up and are really trying to earn and performing well and trying to get those spots? And for yourself, obviously in the slaughter, you also cross-training on the outside.
Yeah, for the outside, I'm really impressed with Jimmy Holiday, Ramel Keaton. I think those guys are hungry, both of them. And not only that, we have some freshmen coming in. Caleb Webb, Chaz, all of them. All of them's coming here to work. We're just trying to build them to come with us because they're freshmen, and being a freshman here is hard. Just trying to show them the right way, show them what we need to do to be the best team, and compete with everybody in the SEC.
Jay, when you guys have a guy in the room in Cedric that has kind of gone, his career's gone the way it's gone, where he didn't have a lot of production his first 2 years, and he blows up last year, and coaches were talking about him last year about how just much better he was getting. How much does that motivate you guys to have that guy, whether even he is a leader and says a bunch of stuff, but just the model that he's kind of laid out for really anybody on the team and in the receiver room to follow?
Yeah, it just shows what you can accomplish in this offense. This offense is just about getting open. And that's one thing Cedric has done. He motivated all of us. The crazy thing is last year when we were doing spring camp and when Coach Hype got here, he was in here 24/7. Nobody else was. I wasn't in here. He was. And it just shows what he has accomplished on the field, all the hard work he has done. So that motivated me. That motivated a lot of guys in the receiver room. And we're just trying to follow his lead. He's a leader here now. I'm very happy about what he has accomplished here and his future. So I'm just trying to follow his lead. And he's been a great leader since he's been here.
Thanks, Jalin.
Yep, appreciate it.